Hello, all my model car building buddies. This is Glenn's Models. I'm Glenn, and the password is Studebaker. Okay, that starts this one up. You know what we're going to do today? Because I don't. I'm just going to make up some stuff, if y'all don't mind. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If y'all remember good old Batfink here, I think that's in the picture. I think I got him there. You know, and I've been looking at him a lot here lately, thinking he's missing something. And I'm like, well, Batfink, what are you missing? He ain't no help. He wouldn't tell me nothing. But I got to thinking, oh, I know what he's missing. Hang on just a second as he comes around here. This thing is moving slow, I reckon. Okay, you know what Batfink is missing? Robin Fink. Yep, let me get him out of the light. Out of the spotlight. Let me get him over here in the middle. And close enough where you could see him, possibly. Okay. Can you see him? Oh, there he is. Okay, I got him on this end of the thing. Yeah, this is Robin Fink. Remember Robin had that go-kart? So I figured, you know, Batfink, I'd have to have a Robin Fink to go with it. I know. I ain't good at painting the little character faces and stuff. I'm old. Give me a break. But how about that for a go-kart? The motor is out of that Lotus that I built a while back at Super 7. Yeah, I went ahead and used that and hooked it up to the rear axle there. And those big old tires on it. And a little moon tank on the front. He steers it by rubbing his belly on the steering wheel. And he's got a throttle cable in his hands behind him pulling on the throttle. So, you know, he's cool to go. But that's Robin Fink to go with Batfink. Okay. Well, yeah, I know I ain't the best. Like I said, I ain't very darn good at painting the little figures. Especially when they're this tiny. There's a little guy. Okay, what else have I been working on? Oh, I gotta show you this. This is the motor for Herman's Wrecker. Let me see if I can get it in the picture. I think I just hold it up. Yep, this is the motor for Herman's Wrecker. I got cross ram. Okay, let me get it going here. All right, I got the cross ram with 2 4-barrel intake. You can see it there. And I made this twin intercooler, double intercooler system sitting on top of that, and then 2 blowers with 4-port inject. That just looks wicked, don't it? Back like that. Yeah. And I got these cool finned valve covers that was left over from that Bantam Blast kit. I had to turn and look. Okay, now let me tell you what's cool about this motor, because it's got some cool about it. Hang on, let me set him down and get him. This motor mount, or engine thing don't work real good. Alright. I see Minnie's woke up. Now let me hold it up. It'll just be easier. I'll come and get you in a minute, baby. You'll notice there's no blower belt. Yeah, I just getting to that. There's no blower belt because I wanted to try something new. I got these 2 high-performance, heavy-duty, high RPM, ultra-torque electrical motors that look suspiciously like alternators, but they're not. They're not. Those are electric motors, okay? And instead of a blower belt, okay? These motors go down to this ESC, electronic speed control, and that's tied into the computer, and timing wheel at the bottom is tied into the computer. And so when you hit the throttle up here, the computer tells the blower motors how fast to spin. Got an electric water pump on it too. And yeah, they're controlled by the computer, which is controlled by the throttle, which is controlled by all of these other doodads and hookups. The thing is, with this setup, being the separate motors hooked up, you should be able to have a box or a panel on your dashboard where you can tune them and get both of them set to exact same boost, and then you can alternate the boost. You can turn it up or down, you know, considering if you're driving in traffic, you would turn your boost way down. Sorry about moving it so much. You can turn your boost way down for traffic, but if you're going to run somebody, you reach over there and just hit the knob or something, turn the boost up, which will just speed those up and tell the computer that they're speeding up and you know, on like that in such a manner. I ain't got the spark plug wires on it yet. I just got the boots and the valve covers on it just a little while ago. What do you think? Let me know if you think this will work with the electronically controlled blower motors instead of a belt. I think it's different. I like to build motors what are different, you know. I get tired of building the same old motors all time and time again, so I go crazy and I build something like this. This is 2 straight 6-cylinder Chevy motors, but I sent them off to the machine shop like I told you last time, and I had this head turned around backwards, so I got exhaust headers coming out on either side, and the stacks coming up through the middle. To me, it kind of reminds me of a Ferrari engine. I know I have trouble saying Ferrari. Oh, you see them cool fins on the valve covers? Those are scratch-built valve covers and scratch-built heads. You know, they ain't the greatest, but they're what I got. But those fins on top of the valve covers, I got that 57 Chevy, that Pro Shop kit, and it had the things that go for in the spears on the back. You know, it's got those inserts between the chromes on the back fins, and these was photo etch. And I cut out the piece I wanted out of each one of them and glued them to the top of the valve cover. Now this is a Hemi heads. The spark plugs go in through the back, and they're under these things here. And then I got 12 an even dozen velocity stacks sticking up the middle. It kind of reminds me of a Ferrari motor. Sitting there like a Ferrari motor. They ain't perfect. I mean, you know, I tried to get, you know, try to build something like this and get everything perfectly symmetrical. Both motors sitting upright, both valve covers straight, everything straight back in this level here. All these soldiers marching in a row right here. That's hard. That's hard. They not. You notice a couple of them are off a little bit. Terribly difficult to do. But I think it's coming out all right. Oh, I guess I ought to tell you what it is. This is the motor that goes into the Munster's RV. Remember I was telling you about the Munster's RV? I got that stagecoach, the Raiders coach, and then I got that other body to sit up on the front of it. So it can be like a chauffeur-driven RV. And this is going to be the motor in it, because it needed a Munster motor. This is a Munster motor right here. Yep. I think it's coming out pretty good. I still got a lot of touch up where I've rubbed the paint off of them, and I got the headers. I've made headers, but I don't know where they'll be until I get it mounted in the car. Not bad though. I mean, it's not the same as every other motor, and I like building different stuff once in a while. Okay. What's next? Oh! Comedy drum roll. Shop card shout out for my buddy. Okay, wait a minute. It's gonna take a minute. There he is. Tim at Throttle Power. Oh, you gotta love this guy, man. He has got the best show, and he is the hardest working modeler in Model Town. Let me tell you, in this whole YouTube stuff. Now I've been trying to get a shop card from him. We keep getting our wires crossed. So I went ahead and I just made a shop card for him. I mean, for me. I don't know what his looks like. I imagine it's that flathead motor with the 3 deuces on it. Anyway, this is Tim at Throttle Power, and he's a very cool dude, man. He is so nice, and he's very, very likable. He goes to all the car shows, the model shows, and he builds models. He's just got a very well-rounded show. So y'all go over and check him out. He's a real good dude. You'll like him. You'll like him. And yeah, that's Tim at Throttle Power. Go over and visit him. Subscribe, like, tell him all that good stuff he likes to hear. We all like to hear that stuff. Now, here's a little bit of nostalgia that just popped up into my head the other day. Some of you older guys, and I'm talking to the older guys that are my age, do you remember when you would buy a model back in the early 60s and it had the tape on the bottom and the parts weren't bagged or nothing, they was just all thrown in the box? Hang on a second. I had to go get Miss Barkenstein so she would shut up. Where was I? Oh yeah, the model, when you open them, you cut those 2 little tapes on the bottom, you open up the box, and what did you get? You got a face full of styrene smell. Remember that smell? Come on, older people, you remember that smell. That's what I used to look for the most. When I get home with my new model, I'd cut those 2 tapes, and I'd ease that top off, and get me a big old nose hit of fresh styrene. Oh man, that was so nice. You don't get that anymore. I don't know why. I guess because of it being bagged or something. I don't know. But back then, that was fresh. Man, it was like smelling fresh baked bread, but it was smelling fresh made model. So nice. Okay, well, I'm done reminiscing now. Let me see what's next. I got a stalled out project I kind of like to talk about for just a minute. It's this fella, the Buick Electra 225, and this thing has been sitting up on the shelf for quite a while now. Wait, hang on a second. Get behind me, baby. And I started doing something with it way back. It's like a Forgotten Friday thing. I am still working with a jacked up phone, people. I don't only see half of the thing. So, as you can see, I did that crazy El Camino type dealie on it, trying to be cool, and then I lost interest or something. But I did get the, you see that? I got the top cut and the back of it moved up. I just like this body style. One of these days I'll get this bad boy back out. You know what I need? I need Plastruct. That's what's my problem. That half round Plastruct, about an 1/8 inch wide, and I put it up and down in the bed and across the back and this way, and it made tuck and roll inside the bed. Oh, it's so cool. But I ain't been able to get my hands on any of that. And when I do, I'm gonna finish this up, because this is a cool car. It's not bad. I got a tip for you guys. I don't know if you're gonna appreciate this or not, but it's a silly tip. It's just okay, y'all. If you're working on a model and you keep putting your lid back on your box on and off and on and off like that, but it keeps hanging up, you have trouble getting it to go back on and off, but you still do it, you gotta wrestle the thing on. Well, look, you go to the corner, pinch it like that, and take your scissors and just cut each corner. Just cut each corner like that. That's all it takes. Let me get, I can't tell if I'm showing you this right. I sure hope I am. But yeah, just go ahead and cut them corners like that, and then you know, box is gonna go right back on there. So if you're having trouble, if you're building a model and you have that little bit of trouble where you can't get the box lid back on real easy, remember me. Alrighty, now what? Oh, I got some cool hot rod trucks to show you, and I was thinking about doing an unboxing on this. I don't know, it's a la carte, but I think I'll just tell you what I don't like about it. Okay, now I'm pretty sure the problem is because of how thick the hood is molded, and the thickness of plastic is a lot thicker than the thickness of sheet metal. You know, so your dimensions are not going to be the same when you're making out of plastic. Okay? So what did they have to do to get the motor inside this heavy plastic hood? They made the darn motor in 1/32nd scale or 1/35th scale. I don't know what scale it is, but it is microscopically tiny. It is way too tiny to be considered an actual model motor. Dang it. There it is. Yeah. Well, let me get the sheet out that's got it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm a little disappointed. Now, I can be wrong. As a matter of fact, I'm terminally wrong most of the time. But this time I don't think I am. See that motor? Look at how short that motor is, for one thing. And that's so it'll fit between the big old radiator and the big old firewall. That big old radiator thing there. And the little short heads, little dinky heads. Now these carburetors, I got these on something else. I've used these, and there's the fuel line for them, and different set of ones with the fuel lines. Plus these double ones. Now those are good. You can use those. I'm working on slot car. I got Donnie a 135th scale slot car track for Christmas, and we're making our own slot cars for it. And this little Hemi will go good in one of those slot cars. But in an a la carte, ain't gonna happen. I can't tell you what to do to make it right. If you've got an a la carte and you're building it and you want to use that motor, you know, go ahead. I don't know what to say about that, because I wouldn't use that motor in it myself. But like I said, I'm almost always wrong, terminally wrong. And that motor could be just the right size. He might have found some little dinky motor, Hemi motor, to go in it. I don't know. But what I do know is I ain't going to use it because it don't look right. I am going to build this car, but I'm going to put a big old cool motor in it. Now, let me see. There was my tip for what good it was. That's just a little tip. And now I'm going to show you. Oh, I'm working on some gasser truck. I have several trucks now. Where the heck did I? Oh, okay, right here. This guy. In the background there. That one, he's fixing to be a gasser truck to join my Texaco race team here. Let me set this back over here. I'm going to have to get me another battery for this thing. It is too slow spinning. I don't know, it's starting to speed up a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to build that. It's a Ford F-163, I think, and to go with my Texaco drag cars. And I got this one. This is more of an AFX, but still, it can run in the gasser. And so that Ford 63 Ford is going to join these guys. I just thought I'd show them real quick because I got to fill up my time somehow. I've just about yammered the day away. And here's the other one. I got more than 3 of these, but these are my 3 favorites. I really like this one. This one is just a monster, you know. Let me see. You know, when it comes to collecting models, I have an acquisition addiction, and I just can't help it. I gotta buy them, even if I don't want them. A little bit of a Grammy update. She was spotted at SeaWorld, Disneyland, and Splash Mountain. Now, I have no idea what a 130-year-old grandma and 2 escaped convicts are doing at Splash Mountain and Disneyland and Marine World. But I hope they're having a good time. because the cops are still looking for him. And they're on the lam, I guess. So, Grammy, what are you going to do? You know, she's not really my Grammy. She just showed up here one day and moved in. And I didn't have the nerve to kick her out. Well, that's everything I got to talk about and show about today. Let me see. Spotlight's got a bunch of new stuff in, but I forgot to write it down. Oh, they got these clear plastic containers that you put your car in, display boxes. They got those, 2 different kinds. Let's see, what else was it? Oh, my memory is so bad. I wished I'd have wrote it down. Anyway, y'all need to go to spotlighthobbies.com. Check out their website. Look through all the old models, all the new models. They got accessories, decals. They got a lot of decals if you're looking for decals. They got those. And other things. So what you need to do is just go in there and take your time, cruise around a little bit and see what's there. Maybe even buy a model and something to go with it. And let me see. Well, it's time for me to ask for you to give me a subscription, which is free. It don't cost you nothing. You can just hit that subscribe, and then the bells come up. Hit that black bell so you get all the new videos. And if you don't mind, it's free though, so it don't cost you nothing. And give me a like. You know, I know you like it a little bit. You gotta like it a little bit. You wouldn't still be listening. You may not be. You might be in the kitchen getting a sandwich by now. Comments. Leave me a comment. But right now, until I get my new phone, I can't answer them because part of the typing board is covered up and part of the shows what you wrote and what they wrote is covered up with a big black splotch. So I can't answer them, but I can read them. Excuse me. I can go on the TV on YouTube and pull up the show and watch it and go over and read the comments there. I love to read the comments, and I'll answer them when I get my new phone as best as I can. And what else? Share. If y'all don't mind, share with your buddies, you know. Show them, hey, check this guy out. He's crazy. Like that. And, okay, that's everything, and I will see y'all later. Bye.